Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are back with our live Friday evening stream with the full Throttle Racing and their NexGen touring cars revival from the last 10 years of British touring cars. They've selected a few liveries to put out there, and they're using a single make racing category in the Renault Megane. So it's a brand new car to these guys. Last round, Bathurst was their first outing, and yes, the car is very different from the Mazda Atenza, I think it is, that they've used for a very long time. So these guys are still adapting. Pro sim racers must adapt too, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they're not just machines. So yes. It was a bit of a mixed bag last time out, the rounds 1, 2 and 3. Fantastical and exciting, but still some surprises. Some people not on the speed that I was expecting. So we'll have to see if they can turn that schnizzle around. So we're here at Monza, ladies and gentlemen, the Temple of Speed. For rounds 4, 5 and 6 in the Renault. That must have sounded awful, sorry. It was over the top and there was no need. So they're doing it's a 3 sprint format, ladies and gentlemen. They must use mediums and hards. There is tyre rules. They've got to use hards at least once. It's mediums. One race throughout the whole season they can use like a joker and use the soft racing tyre, but on a whole it's the medium tyre is their base tyre, but they must use a hard set of tyres for at least one of the races per round. And they've got the tyres covered, don't you worry. They don't use the tyres consecutively, like they can't rock up each event, each meeting, and use the hard tyre in the first race just to get it out of the way. They've got to alternate them, and yes, STD Ash is keeping a close eye on those things to make sure it is done properly. So you don't have to worry your pretty little heads about that. But they'll be using a hard tyre at some point. We've got a table. I'm going to get on it in a minute. We've got some chat. Our man Rob has joined us. Hi, Rob. He's saying, good evening, sir. Well, hello to you. And Ashley in the chat, he's the big honcho, the behover of Full Throttle Racing, has joined us. And he's saying, evening all, waiting for a late joiner. And he also says, we have an American racing, and he'll be racing as a sub for Joker Man. Oh no, Joker Man not with us. So Groot showing us a little, I don't know if that was a drift, a handbrake turn, or a mistake. But Groot showing off as per usual. We've got a table, ladies and gents. So 3 races, I've got it covered, and we're going to do 3 races. You'll get the hang of it. We'll just roll with it, as Oasis said. At the top of the table, we have E. Graham on 55 points. Edwards is in second on 51 points. McEwen, our champion from last season, is on 39 points, with New on 38 points. Willows is on 32 points. Schauler, who is Groot, I know that one, is on 30 points. Piper is on 29 points. Sharp is on 27 points. Ellis is on 22 points. Wadwick is on 15 points. Spate, Welsh and McIntosh are yet to score. They do have teams. I think it's just their sponsors really. PMR are on 93 points. Redstone are on 69 points. eBay are on 56 points. Ginsters are on 51 points. Pertec are on 47 points. AMD are on 22 points. And Rocket are yet to score. Maybe that's because they've got someone with special needs driving for them. Who knows? Not in this. No, sorry. I was talking about real BTCC. Yeah, no, sorry. Not in this category. All of our racers have their faculties, I am sure. I wasn't talking about this league. I was talking about real life. And it was probably a bit too much. So I'm not even going to go any further into it. and just say what I said, and we'll leave it at that. If you know, you know, and if you don't try and find out. It was wrong. Right, wow. Did I divert falling into that hole? Groot then is out there in the red stone, showing off. Who can? Oh God, that was, I couldn't read that chat because it was all yellow. Evil Dragon giving the hard tyres a go. He's thinking, shall I go hards in this first one, or is he just trying them out, seeing where the grip is? Adam. Now, Adam, I must say, he was one of the ones I alluded to at the beginning, saying didn't see the pace come from where I was expecting some, and I thought Adam was gonna. He joined later last season. I think he's raced with these guys probably many years, but he didn't seem. I do not remember him around at the beginning of the season, but mid-season he turned up. He rocked up, and he absolutely caned it and gave El McEwen a bit of a run. So. Yeah, I thought Adam was going to be looming large at Bathurst, but he didn't seem to ignite the flames that we saw from his Mazda Atenza's career. So still one, I think, to ooh. Did my telly turn off? No. So is this the session, or are we just... This could be the session, ladies and gentlemen. We could be going into qualifying here. Hey, that was all right. I thought I was going to have to chat for ages. Someone had some a problem getting home from work and was running late, so that's why there was a delay. And someone else was joining, so there was a bit of a delay. And I thought I was going to have to chat for a while, but that wasn't too bad. That's just normal. I did come on late because I knew that they were running late. Vodgrob in the chat saying, I wish I had joined this league now because I love that Renault. It's feisty, isn't it? Isn't it a little bit of a feisty beast? A bit of a wrestle in the corners. So Adam then, he'll be wanting to get a good qualifier in here. He's gone for the medium tyre. Groot also on those medium tyres doing his qualifying. Evil Dragon has opted for the hard tyre this first race of the meeting, ladies and gentlemen. A hard tyre from our boy Evil Dragon there. Dre, don't forget about Dre, is on the mediums. And I imagine they'll want to stay close together here. Usually in qualifying, you'd want to give yourself a bit of space. And I might be wrong. I've never read in any of their rules, but I haven't received the manifesto yet. But there is no towing disallowed. So here at Monza, I imagine they'll want to stay quite buttered up to each other to try and claim a tow on their flying lap, or maybe they'll just race each other. SD Ash having Wadwick off into the scenery there, like Piastri versus Lando. So Groot, looks like Evil Dragon wants a tow, but I mean, my word, he's on the hard tyre. He needs a tow, but he's not. He looks like he's backed off a bit there. So Groot then on his run. We'll watch Groot, why not? We watched him in practice. We'll show bias. We'll give him a concept. Complex, that's it. We'll give him a complex. Look, I work night shift. This is my morning. I haven't long been out of bed. So words elude me. My brain takes a long time to download. It's like a Commodore 64. It just takes forever to load up. So yeah, it's a struggle. So Groot on his run at the moment. Yes, he's on his run. Come on, let's get this together. So then Groot and Evil Dragon has stayed. Oh, Evil Dragon, that's one way through the chicane. It's not usually the comfortable way, but he got away with it. It did bounce him off into the other dimension. Dre closing in on his medium tyres, though. That's a concern in qualifying. You don't want to catch up with someone. And Evil Dragon on those hard tyres is not going to have the grip through these corners, and definitely Parabolica, I imagine. So Groot at the moment is giving Evil Dragon a bit of a tow, who's giving the Dre a bit of a tow. Adam, I think he's a little bit out of that now. So, and McEwen, he's kind of in a pocket of nowhere. I don't know which one he's in. I can't remember their sponsors yet. I'm not that. He's in Redstone. Oh, he's Groot's teammate again. I probably said that last stream as well. I am so sorry. E. Graham on a set of hard tyres. So is the McEwen. Looks like E. Graham trying to get a bit of a tow. So into the parabolic we go for their first flying lap. The Groot enters lovely, and he exits just as fine. And this has got to be a pole run, but he has been giving people a tow all the way around. And yes, no, Dre is the fastest so far. Dre getting maximum towage, I believe, from Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon very strong in on a set of hard tyres. Adam on those mediums goes second fastest. Groot fourth fastest. Sid, what the hell, is fifth fastest. Sixth is E. Graham. He's on a set of hard tyres, as is Sid. McEwen, seventh, also on a set of hard tyres, ahead of STD Ash on a set of medium tyres. Wadwick is on a set of medium tyres. The original John, is, I think they got him in last minute from all the way across the pond. They had to pay for flights and everything, and he only does first class. So he's currently 10th on a set of hards, and 11th there for JW, also on a set of hard tyres, and Ghost of Leon is on a set of medium tyres. Quite can't get the rocket stuck in there. So yeah, Ghost of Leon isn't special needs. That wasn't who I was talking about. Okay. So Dre, just taking a break from having a lap. He's on pole. Why not? He can afford it. Adam, only a 10th and a half off of that pole time. His last effort, and we'll watch him through the final corner. See if he can topple the king. King of beats. So he cannot this lap, not at all. Evil Dragon, E. Graham goes faster, up to fourth. No, he doesn't, because Sid goes faster, up to fourth. The original Jaunt is also gone faster, but he's not made the top 8. So quick. Oh, they're coming in now, thick and fast. So Dre then, like I said, having a break from doing a lap, well, 2 laps, because he's crossed the line now. He's like, I cannot be beaten. That lap cannot be beaten. So he's dropped to the back. Actually, he's let everyone through. He wants a bit of clean air to go for a run, or maybe he's having a bit of a race test now. He's done his lap. He's like, that's it. So Adam, second fastest. He couldn't beat that time. Evil Dragon still doing very well on them hard tyres, up in third. Sid is fourth. He's on those hard tyres as well, so very good. He's very close to Evil Dragon, isn't he? 6,000ths of a second. 6,000ths of a second. It takes longer to say it than what it is. That's the concept. Think of that. So Sid and Evil Dragon. We're going to watch Sid for a bit. I want to see his sectors. I want to see how he does. So he's only got to find 6,000ths of a second, and he's 5/10ths up on his time. 5/10ths up. He's only 6.5 off of pole, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a strong run from Sid at the moment. There is no fuel depletion or tyre deck, I believe, in this league. It's just pure racing, ladies and gents. They don't want things like the way like controllers and stuff. Sid's dropped down, but we're watching him because Group's gone faster up to third. Adam's taken pole whilst we've been watching Sid. And Sid then goes in third, ladies and gentlemen. Gets himself ahead of Evil Dragon. There's all kinds of shuffling happening up and down the pack. At the moment, we will catch everything we can. So Adam then is our fastest man on track at the moment in the eBay. Dre is in second with Sid third fastest on a set of hard tyres. That is strong, ladies and gentlemen. That is very strong. Groot fourth fastest at the moment, clambering over those curbs like they're just not there. Evil Dragon is fifth fastest, his first flying lap, still his fastest effort. He was very close on his fourth lap though. Wowzers. 0.02 of a second, no, 1,000th of a second off of his fastest time. E. Graham's popped in the pits. He said this is pointless on hard taps. Oh, it can't be pointless, can it? He's 3,000ths off of Evil Dragon. 300, sorry. Unless this is running out, we are into the 9th minute. McEwen is 7th at the moment. STD Ash is 8th. Ghost of Leon 9th. 10th for the original Jaunt. And he's ahead of JW in 11th, and Wadwick is last. And it looks like some of these guys have given up the ghost on that one and have returned to the pits. Groot's on his run now, coming up to the final corner. Does he feel like he can find that 300th of a second on Sid ahead of him? Sid's pitted, Adam's pitted, Dre's pitted. None of them are going to set another time, although Adam's come back out. Don't confuse me. No, it is the end. It is the end. So Groot then, no, he hasn't got it. Evil Dragon not the next across the line where it is. STD Ash is the next one. Well, there's someone ahead of him, actually. There's a couple ahead of him. There we go. It's the original Jaunt. He doesn't go faster. STD Ash then heading towards the line. Can he find that 4/10? Oh, he goes faster, but he doesn't gain any ground. Original Jaunt's done in 10th. JW in 11th on a run. He's on hard tyres. He's half a second off of 10th place at the moment. Can he find... no, that one's a lot slower. He must have made a mistake. So then, yeah, there we go. It's Adam is our pole sitter. He's on an out lap, so he's not setting a time here. He's on pole. A great job there by Adam. Dre in second, fantastic stuff. Sid in third on hard tyres. Groot starts fourth with Evil Dragon in fifth on hard tyres. E. Graham starting sixth on hard tyres, with McEwen starting in seventh on hard tyres. Then we've got the Dash starting in eighth on the medium tyres. Big job for him. He's going to have to be busy. He's got some big people to get past on slower tyres. Ghost of Leon starting in ninth on those mediums. The original Jaunt just finding his feet. He's on the hard tyres though, 10th, and only a 10th off of the Leon there in the times. JW starting in 11th. He's on those hard tyres. He can't find that pace yet in the Renault, and medium tyres for S. Wadwick. So superb job done, dusted, cleaned up. So we can take a look at those results. Sorry, I was having a sip of my coffee and I was having an earwig of what was happening outside. I know. So Adam was there. He's taken the pole position. Very good. Only by less than a 10th. It's a tight field, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Get the lube out because this is tight. Dre in second. Sid in third. We've got Groot starting in fourth. We've got Evil Dragon in fifth. We've got E. Graham in sixth. Then we've got McEwen in seventh, all within a second. Dash in eighth. Then we've got Ghost of Leon starting ninth. Original Jaunt 10th. JW in 11th. And Wadwick starts in 12th. And let's get to trackside now as they line up. ready to race, ladies and gentlemen, here at Monza for round 4 of the NexGen Touring Cars Revival. Oh, we have a jump start from the Dre. Unbelievable stuff. So now Dre's going to be a mobile chicane as they all try and filter by him. And Adam gets a good launch, but Sid on those hard tyres up alongside. And this could be dicey as they go side by side into the first chicane. And it's through, and Sid absolutely got his wang out then and showed who had the big dick. Groot's up to 3rd now. What a great jump for Groot. As Dre, it's not as bad as it could have been for the Dre. E. Graham there in 5th with his teammate on the outside of him, Evil Dragon, and McEwen then down in 7th with the Dash in 8th, and Ghost of Leon all up in his busyness as Wadwick tries to get involved as well, and that's a lot of cars trying to go through a chicane at the same time. And Wadwick, I think he stole a position there. Beautiful stuff, great stuff from Wadwick. So Adam takes the lead ahead of Groot. Groot slipping down now. Groot slipping down. Sid on those hard tyres. He's got them lit up early doors in this race. And he is up and at them, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely up and at them. Groot in 3rd when we got Ian Graham from nowhere. Was he 7th, 8th? He's jumped right up there. He was with Evil Dragon just now. Where's Evil Dragon down in 7th? Oh, my word. Dre are virtually, he was on the front row. He has had a slip. Adam's under threat again from the Groot. The Groot claiming that position back from the Sid there as they make their way through. E. Graham having a little whiff of it. No, he pulled out of the stream to have a look, and then Dre just pulled in and took his position. Not took his position, but just, yeah, he did take his position because he's ahead of him. Unbelievable stuff. As they struggle there through the parabolic, and not much grip given out there, ladies and gentlemen. Adam still leads from the Groot. We've got Sid in 3rd, then we've got Graham in 4th place ahead of McEwen. McEwen making his way through the crowd today. Dre slipping down into 6th. Is a sad story for the Dre so far in this race. Evil Dragon also slipping down the order with Dash coming at him in 8th. Then we've got Original John up to 9th. With Wadwick in 10th, then in 11th we have Ghost of Leon side by side with JW. JW on the hard tyres has to concede the chicane for Ghost of Leon on those medians. Excuse me. Wadwick then just sitting behind the American. 9th place for the Original Johns. Movement at the top. E. Graham on those hard tyres absolutely sends it into the chicane. Somehow claims it. Adam slipping down into 3rd place. Groot though, better grip coming out of the corner, less curbage I think. And Groot then gets the drive and he's out in the lead here. Adam in 2nd place with Graham there in 3rd. I think Graham is our championship leader. We've got an off in the background, one of the eBay cars, which is Dash. Dash having a bit of a slide and a fall from grace, one would say. So STD Ash then is getting that itchy feeling again, ladies and gentlemen, down the field. And if I may, we'll have a quick look. What happened to him? He's lining up someone just ahead of him. Oh, I think he got caught out with a braking and a little bump up the back. And I think the Millet cars absolutely trounced him. That was an organised takeout there, George.
Yeah, I think you're right there, man. I think the cars, they ganged up on either side of the car, and just one brake late and one braked into him, and that was it. But that was the end of the dash.
So Groot out there, it was an accident. I'm just playing around, just making something out of nothing like those Americans do. Sorry, John, I forgot you were here. So Groot then out there in the lead with Adam in second. Then we got Sid in third. E. Graham there is in fourth. E. Graham, he went for the lead and he absolutely sent it into that chicane. He had to clamber over a couple of curbs to get there, and I think that's what gave Groot the propellerness out of the corner to stay ahead. Adam then back, remembering that this was his race to win. and he's not going to let no group come along and spoil his party, let me tell you. Sid then in third. Sid having a very strong race, absolutely banging from Sid at the moment. Solid on those hard tyres, sticking with the leaders. E. Graham on the hards as well, with McEwen, our champion from last season, on those hard tyres against the Dre, who is on medium tyres and, if you remember from qualifying, is quite speedy. So E. Graham, although E. Graham's just pulled out of his slipstream on the Sid, is he going to go for a move? And it is worry. It is a kind of a worry. Yeah, I think E. Graham got the move done on Sid. I sat in the wrong car, didn't I? What a badger. So Dre then, we're on board with Dre, qualified second on the grid. He's swarming McEwen at the moment. He's all over him, and he should have a grip advantage in the Parabolica for sure. He's trying to have a sniff up the inside. There wasn't much space there. E. Graham looked like he got it all kinds of wrong and has gone a little wide there, and now he's ended up slipping in behind us. And Dre then still lining up McEwen, last season's champion. He's in the tow, and it's just, when is he going to pull that trigger? It's just every corner is a jeopardy of a corner to go for. And if, oh mama, he's gone for it up the inside, ladies and gentlemen. But no, McEwen just camped on the apex and said, go round me. And Dre couldn't, and that's given Graham the opening he needed to climb back up. But they're side by side, the Dre and the Graham going at it. And McEwen just ahead of him there. He's not getting out of their way. He's not helping the situation. And yeah, Dre's kind of stuck. Oh, did Dre just get a bumpity bump? And so Dre survives. I think E. Graham had to do a lift there. I think he might have given the Dre a knock. With Evil Dragon closing in, Original John still sees everybody. He sees it all ahead of him. It's all there to take still. With Wadwick in ninth. Wadwick another position, as that was when the dash fell down the order. Ghost of Leon in 11th in the Wocket, and JW there, Pertec, just behind him in 12th. And the hard tyres and JW not agreeing with each other at the moment. Group leads from Adam, ladies and gentlemen. It is still that way. Lap 4 of 10, and Adam's going to have to do something, because Groot is running away with it. He's getting it all his own way. He got the fastest lap the last time out, and he's not even getting a tow. And Adam trailing him by 1.2 seconds. So Adam's got to dig deep, and he's got to go and try and put that Groot under some pressure. Sid on those hard tyres. Doesn't seem like the hard tyres is going to be a bit of an issue this round, ladies and gents. I think with the long straight lines and the easy-ish corners here at Monza, I think the hard tyres aren't losing out as much as you would expect. McEwen in 4th, doing a fine job. And then we've got a whole group of racers here, all eager to get past each other. Get in a line, guys, get in a line. E. Graham there in 5th, with Dre in 6th. We've got Evil Dragon in 7th. And the Original John now has joined the queue. He has entered the chat, ladies and gents. So the Original John joining us this round. Is this a regular? I hope he's going to come back. Having a look. Oh, he saw a space. He saw a door open. And one of the car store cars off. It's E. Graham. E. Graham again in that corner, struggling in the second chicane, as the Original John then moves up to another position. And now the Dre is off the road, and the Evil Dragon up another position. 5th place for Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon getting on with Schnizzle, as STD Ash as well is up and into 8th place. It is crazy stuff. So Dre then slipping down into... No, not Dre, sorry. It was E. Graham slipping down into 10th. He'll be fuming. He'll be absolutely fuming. Groot still leads 1.2 seconds. Adam's pinning him, but Sid has got a lovely toe on the Adam, but he's on hard tyres, so there's not, I mean, he could get ahead of Adam, but all he's going to do is give Adam a toe back, I imagine. Maybe that's what Adam's thinking, a bit of bump drafting to try and catch back up with Groot, because Groot is on fire here at Monza. He's making that Renault sing, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely singing an opera out there. Adam chasing him down with Sid in third on hard tyres. McEwen in fourth. Then we've got we've got a crazy race here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them all into the first game. Whoa, the Pertec comes in and then gets reset. So Dre there, he's managed to get himself back up to fifth with Evil Dragon down into sixth. Original John there still in seventh with the dash is all up and about his business. E. Graham's trying to reintroduce himself into the race. Wadwick, I'm guessing, is the one we saw come flying in there in 10th, ahead of his teammate JW in 11th, and Ghost of Leon slipping back and into 12th place. I feel this is his first race in the Renault. I don't think he was here at the ooh, Sid getting very leery there, getting very wide, and testing out the boundaries of grip and physics in the GT7 game. I feel like I've got to start sticking up for Gran Turismo 7. I've been one of the biggest ones to complain, and trust me, it's not about physics, handling. When it first came out, yeah, they got it so wrong. But once they did that physics update, it was all right. And, you know, everyone's got their complaints, but mine is the single player was just pants. That menu thing was awful. It didn't feel fun. It didn't feel like I wanted to do it. And I thought it was a celebration of Gran Turismo because of an anniversary, and I thought they'd do it the old way where you just buy an old banged up cheap car and you have to slowly make your way through the races to try and modify your car, get it up to a spec. Then you could afford another car to take part in another pick. You know, I just wanted that single player experience. But now these two new games are coming out, and that's all I'm hearing about. And it's all about Rennsport and PMR. Project Motorsport, PMS. Yeah, everyone is jumping ship quick from Gran Turismo. It was going to seem in November there is just going to be a flood gates of pro sim racers dispensing, and I feel kind of bad for Gran Turismo because it does what it says. It's just, for me, its single player was pants, but the multiplayer part, you know. The bop sucks, but if you do this is fine. Adam has closed back up to the Groot. Has Groot made a mistake? No, it's just Adam has raised the bar. He has brought the game. And Sid is close in there as well. We have got a tight showdown for the win, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen in no man's land in fourth. Then we've got Evil Dragon back ahead of the Dre, and they have broken away from E. Graham as the original jaunt. In 8th, he's slipped back behind someone. Dash in 9th, still behind him. Wadwick in 10th, catching them up. Wadwick catching them up. JW in 11th, just not enjoying the hard tyre, I think. And Ghost of Leon had a bit of a tragedy, lap 4 and 5. Oh, side-by-side action with Adam and Sid as they come up to the final corner. And it's tight battlage for the lead. Vodkarov saying Project Motors Racing and Rennsport both sound good, especially as they're VR compatible. I have heard that, and I am looking forward to it. I'm just saying I feel a bit bad for Gran Turismo. Adam going back for the lead then. 3 wide going to the first chicane on lap 8 of 10. And Adam could be in trouble from Groot up the inside. And Groot, absolute masterful drive from the Groot there. But does Adam get a better drive out the corner? No, he has to slip in behind the Groot. And the Groot there, stuff of Verstappen's. And Sid trying to sneak one up the inside of the Adam there. And Adam losing all out in that battle. And they're going to reset and try again in the second chicane. Group seems solid though in the lead. Ahead of Sid now in second, with Adam trying to come back at Adam. Adam's trying to come back at Adam. Adam trying to come back at the Sid, and he does it. He does it in the apex, gets him up the inside. Adam restored back to second place. McEwen loving all this battlage ahead. He's saying, yeah, keep slowing each other down. The Dre has made a break from the E. Graham. We've lost Evil Dragon down in 10th. Oh dear for Evil Dragon. Something went very wrong in his race so far. E. Graham then up into 6th. We saw he slipped down as well. He slowly cracked away at it. The Dash has got ahead of the Jaunt, and Warwick is lining up the Jaunt next as well. Evil Dragon on those hards, battling the car as well as the track, it seems. JW, see, his lap times are there. He's just, I think lap 3 put him on the back foot, and he's just not been able to catch him up. And Ghost of Leon, yeah, he's had a couple of tragedies along the way. Groot at the moment though standing strong in the lead as we head into the penultimate lap. And Adam only has this lap and the last lap to try and gain that position back, that lead back from him. Sid in 3rd, you've got to say, absolutely solid job for Sid. It's going to be dangerous when he puts a set of medium tyres on, it's got to be said. McEwen then, our reigning champion there on hard tyres as well, in 4th place, and unable to close in on that battle ahead of him, but I bet you he would love to. He would love it. He would love to close in on this battle and get involved. But Groot though, so far so good for the Redstone driver. 4 tenths ahead of Adam. Adam's got his hands full with Sid. Sid fancying sneaking some points here on a set of hard tyres. And McEwen in 4th, Dre in 5th, ahead of E. Graham. E. Graham going very fast though. E. Graham going not faster than the Dre. Dash has done a fine job getting himself back up into 7th, ahead of Warwick, who, oh no, the original Jaunt, and we've got an off somewhere, I think. Who was it? Oh, E. Graham. He's going to be absolutely spewing. Absolutely spewing, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what he wanted from his race. The Jaunt as well, and I don't know where, it must be this lap that the Jaunt has lost the time, because his last lap was an absolute banger with a 59.9 on a set of hard tyres. So I don't know what's put him back in 10th behind JW, but it's not where he wants to be. Group still leads ahead of Adam and Sid. We will get back to that action as they are now probably on their final lap, as we see original Jaunt going for a move up the inside of JW, but the rear derriere of the Renault steps out on him and he has to settle her down. Warwick, did he just lose a position to Dash? I don't know. Here we go then. We're into the final lap, and it looks like Groot's made a dash for it as Sid moves himself up ahead of Adam in the chicane. So now Sid is in 2nd and Adam, pole sitter, down in 3rd. McEwen 4th. He's not closing in on those guys, but he's safe from Dre at the moment. Dash in 6th. St. Dash ahead of Warwick. Warwick having an absolute banging race at the moment. 7th. Evil Dragon down in 8th. JW in 9th. The original Jaunt all up and in his busyness. And he's gone for a wicked wild move up around the outside to put him on the inside. He's going to try and late break him, but no, JW stands his ground, and the original Jaunt has to stay behind. Nothing doing there. Groot then, he's pulled out a lovely lead, but Adam has got that. No, it's neck and neck from Sid and Adam. They're coming down the straight side by side, and Adam late breaks it into the second chicane, not second chicane, sorry, I don't know the corners. Adam did it anyway. He late braked into it. It's a tricky corner, and he's got the job done. But it looks like Groot has the control here as Adam fights for his life for that second place. And Sid's going to try and go around the outside on a set of hard tyres. He's got no chance. So the Groot then brings it home for the win. A great drive, and not an easy drive. He was under some pressure there. And Groot then takes that win with Adam just about grabbing second from Sid. Sid on the hard tyres, fantastic drive. McEwen comes in fourth with the Dre coming in fifth. Probably not what he wanted, but it was an eventful race. Dash just about ahead of Wadwick. They were side by side coming down the straight. Evil Dragon in eighth. JW trying to stay ahead of Jaunt, and he does. JW finishing in ninth ahead of the original Jaunt in 10th, and then E. Graham, not the race he was hoping for or probably deserved, coming home in 11th. A big lap was lap 9, and E. Graham then in 11th ahead of Ghost of Leon, who just couldn't get that McGann consistent around here at Monza. So a great job though, Don. Ghost of Leon must be typing and not even driving at the minute. Oh dear. Ghost of Leon then, that was a tough race for him. But it shows character. It's what builds us. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. As Christina Aguilera once said. I'm pretty sure it was her. And so Ghost of Leon then taking a tough race for the Leon, but sure to come back stronger. Groot though was the man. I'll grab the replay and we'll quickly look at the results. That's what we do. Oh, we'll have a quick look at, ooh, Groot's got a real nice hiney. My word, that is pert. Well done, Groot. He does his squats, ladies and gents. So, replays. And the results then. Groot is the winner from round 4. Adam in second. Very close, very close. Sid in third. What a podium battle we had the treat of seeing, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen, the reigning champion, in fourth. Dre in fifth. Had that got a little excited at the very beginning. Had a little pre-ejaculation happening on the grid, and it held him back a bit. But he had an eventful race, and we enjoyed seeing his adventures. Dash coming up from the rear derriere up into 6th place. Great solid drive from St. Dash, with Wadwick doing the same, following him through in 7th. Evil Dragon, he had his woes and came home in 8th. JW in 9th. Looked like he was never in the game, but he did get in there with a couple of positions and a tough battle with the original Jaunt at the end for 9th. Original Jaunt comes home in 10th. Graham in 11th with a bit of a spin. That was unfortunate for him. And Ghost of Leon looked like he struggled here as well. Right, something changed, so I don't know if it's just... start at 50, which is 5 minutes to me and you, ladies and gentlemen. We can sit back and chill, reflect on how the week has gone. Yes. It's been a pretty quiet week for me. No one crashed their cars, so there was nothing to do. But thank you for asking. Alright, practice is currently underway, so we can watch. Ooh, I can take all the bits off. It's always fun, isn't it? That's not what I want to do. Not get distracted by all those numbers and such what. We can just soak in the beauty of the Renault carrying some of the iconic liveries from the last 10 years of BTCC. I say that question mark because I didn't really follow it. So I have seen the Rocket sponsorship on one of the cars. The Pertex sponsor is lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely blue. Oh, isn't that blue lovely? It really brings out your eyes. Really makes your eyes sparkle. Oof. So you can see they're fighting the Renault around here at Monza. And it's been a bit of a battle. I could have had something to eat with it, not saying much. I was really quiet, wasn't I? Not on purpose, I'm just chilling with my bros in the full throttle. They're doing all the work, you see. This is too easy. I've just got to shout about it. They've got to actually do some effort. So, shall we get on board for a lap of Monza? Why not? Before the fun and frolics begins. I don't even know who we're on board with, okay? I don't even know who we've jumped on board with. Could be anyone. So heavy braking down to the first chicane, and we missed the apex by well, maybe we did it on purpose, but it looked like I would have wanted to clip that first apex. Tried to straight line that bad boy. But everyone's got each to their own, is what I say. Everyone's got their own way of doing things. Full throttle all the way around here. No playing. All the way up to the second chicane where you're looking for a bit of road to brake on. I didn't see it. But yeah, looking for a bit of road to brake on, and that's better. Both apexes touched. No child left. And then here it's a little bit of a lifty down to third, isn't it? Trying to get back on that accelerator. He's asking the road and some more, and again then similar corner, flick it through as fast as you can, and then it's all full throttle down here until we get to a bit of a tricky bit. Again, you're looking for a little side road or something to brake at. I mean, it's a rather fast chicane. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a famous, it might be Digret, I'm not sure. There's the road. He brakes a lot later than what I am. I'm a scaredy cat. Although, you know, I think these are Group 4s, aren't they? So possibly. And heavy on the accelerator all the way up to Parabolica to do the ballet on the accelerator to just dance your way through the Parabolica. It's pretty straightforward. There's not that much. But it can, if you get it wrong, it really punishes you. I think it's because of the long straights after the corners. If you don't get the corners perfectamundo, then you lose a lot of speed, a lot of pace down the straights every time. So even though the corners do seem quite basic, quite straightforward, you can't really screw them up or you lose all your lap. So, yeah. Oh, look, someone's parked their car in the first chicane. How interesting. In the chat then, Vodkrov saying, I always lose time at the first chicane here. I'm pretty decent though, the second one. And they're just about to start, so let me get all my gomps back up. Who do you think we were following? It was Dre. I did suspect Dre, but I didn't want to say, just to upset people. So then, ladies and gentlemen, for round 5. Oh gosh. We're on the grid, waiting. Groups starting on the hards with Adam on the hards. Mediums for Sid. McEwen's on the mediums. Hards for Dre. Dash is on the hards. Roderick's on the mediums. Dragon. Oh, no, we ain't got time. Lights out. It's race time. And Group then away with his hard tyres. Adam in second. No, Sid, sorry, in second. Adam slipping back with those hard tyres, not getting the pace away from the line. He's getting in the way of his teammate Dash, and now there is some rear derriere action. We have some bum action, ladies and gentlemen. You weren't expecting that, and Groot looked like he's off the road. No, it's not Groot. It's not Groot, it's another red car. Who was it? McEwen, our reigning world champion, should I say. So here he is, side by side. I was busy looking at the eBay cars. He got himself up the Ginsters. I think an eBay car tried to squeeze their way through a gap that wasn't quite there, and it looked like McEwen was collateral damage in that one. So Groot leads with Sid in second, and Adam there may have been the perpetrator of that cause of McEwen. Dash in fourth with Wadwick up to fifth now. This has mixed things up. JW in sixth. JW on the mediums. Wadwick's on the mediums. We've got St. Dash on the hard tyres. Adam on the hard tyres. Sid on the mediums. Groot on the hards. Groot is absolutely the master of the Temple of Speed, isn't he? He really has got some... he's got this track, hasn't he? This is his track. Oh, Vodka Rob's got a Burger King on the way. You lucky sod. And it says Burger King rules. I did, yeah, I had one. We went to ice hockey over in, oh my God, Bristol, I think. Kid had an away game a couple of Sundays ago. Yeah, I had a Burger King while I was there. It was absolutely lit, bruv. It was so nice. But this morning I had a McDonald's breakfast after work, so I'm not complaining. Double sausage and egg muffin meal with a large latte, an extra hash brown, and one of those cheesy bacon wrap things. So Groot leads on the hard tyres, Sid on the mediums. Then we've got a whole host of cars here. The Pertex nearly falling over each other with Wadwick and Dash. Not Wadwick, he's Wadwick's a Pertec. It was JW, sorry, it's Pertec. And Dash is an eBay like Adam. And they're both currently third and fourth. Wadwick then in fifth, but the JW fancies it up the inside. The second chicane, JW goes to claim it. He's gone a little wide, but he's got through. And one of the eBay cars struggling. Adam looked like he was off the road, and oh no, we got a big spin. Huge spin. Absolutely banging. Is that the Dre? Oh, poor Dre. Poor Dre. No one wants to see, no one, oh, he's just messing about now, and he can't get the car. He's just donutting. So the Dre then, he was already, he was in 11th, and, just something from nothing. Something from nothing, he might have a bit of software problem. But then, so Groot out there in the lead, but being caught by Sid. Adam slipping back on his hards, but ahead of his teammate St. Dash, who's also on the hards. Wadwick and E. Graham. Where did E. Graham come from? He's on those medium times, and E. Graham fancies a race here as he goes up the inside of the Pertec car, and he's up and into fifth place now. But Wadwick isn't going to stand for that. No way, no way, sir. No how, sir. So Wadwick trying to come back at the E. Graham. But Graham standing firm as they chase down. No, Wadwick's got him. Wadwick has got him, but it's all about the chicane. E. Graham trying to squeeze him a little bit, coming up into the braking zone. And it worked. Wadwick backing off. Wadwick intimidated by E. Graham. Oh no, he's come back in this. Now it's a little bit of handbags. And E. Graham, where is he? He's there in fifth. My word, and they're all there. Original Jaunt is now in sixth, with JW in seventh. We've got Wadwick now down into eighth place there. McEwen trying to make his way back through the crowd today is in ninth. Then we've got Evil Dragon down in 10th. Oh, we've got a few offs there in the second chicane. Unbelievable racing here, ladies and gentlemen. And JW then trying to take back the power. and chase down E. Graham. We've got McEwen making his way through the crowds. And Evil Dragon as well has elevated himself somewhat there in 7th place. McEwen is in 8th. Warwick slipping down into 9th with the original Jaunt just behind him. And we've got Ghost of Leon being a contender today. He's in this race, and the Dre, oh, don't forget about the Dre, but it did go all kinds of wrong for him. But it seemed from nothing. We watched the replay. It seemed like he got off the curb, landed. He must have just landed weird, because his car just spun in the middle of the track. Sid's taken the lead. I apologise. Sid's taken the lead from the Groot. Groot on those hard tyres, remember? And still 3.5 seconds ahead of Adam, who's on the hard tyres. And Dash as well is on the hard tyres, being caught by E. Graham now, though. E. Graham starting to get those mediums lit up and on the go. Lap 3 of 10 as E. Graham tries to grab a toe off of the Dash and get himself into this fight. Into the braking zone now. E. Graham should be able to outbrake the eBay car, and he outbrakes himself and gets reset. Oh, heartbreak for the Graham. So much so he's left. Oh, come on. Dude, you're leading the championship. 1 point is going to be important. So Sid then, wow. Sid leads the way. Oh, and he's even left the room. He's not even going to take part in the 3rd race. He's that incensed by it all. So Sid then in 1st, with the Groot in 2nd, Adam in 3rd. He's obviously looking forward to PMS. Project Motorsport. Sid in the lead with Groot in 2nd, Adam in 3rd, STD Ash in 4th, with JW in 5th and McEwen in 6th. We've got Evil Dragon in 7th, the original Jaunt in 8th place, Warwick in 9th, Ghost of Leon in 10th, and now 11th, Dre. You stuck with it? Graham? Nah, I'm jesting. Maybe something happened. Maybe something happened at home. He needed to get off. You'd never know. He probably late braked in that corner because the house suddenly combusted in fire. He was distracted and then thought, oh my God, I've got to get a fire extinguisher, and turned it off. So let's not assume it was a rage quit. Let's assume that no, let's not just assume anything. Let's just get on with the race. Forget about it. Groot in 2nd. We got Adam in 3rd. Dash in 4th, just ahead of the JW. JW from a very quiet race in the first race of this meeting. Oh, it looked like the Dash made a mistake there, and now he's all in the way of JW, and I think JW, it's just a matter of time before JW gets his move done on the Dash. Evil Dragon, though, closing in, as is the reigning champion, already up to 6th. We saw him coming a cropper with the one of the eBay cars. He was in the way of him. I think it was Adam, and ended up way off the road. So, McEwen then, all kind of bumpity bumps going on there. And I don't think it's by anyone's on purpose. It's just these cars seem to be falling over each other a little bit. They're all finding themselves braking at different points. And again, still, remember, this car relatively new to this league. They're still getting used to it, still breaking it in. And Dash then under threat at the moment from JW, the Pertec Renault, trying to find a way past the eBay Renault. And STD Ash at the moment doing all he can to cling on to that tarmac ahead of the Vultures. Look at them lining up behind McEwen, Evil Dragon. There's some big hitters. There's some big names. Sid leads easily 4 seconds ahead of the Groot. The Groot in for some mega points in this this round. Adam as well on that 3rd spot. with the hard tyres. Good gap from this battle here. With JW has got himself ahead of the dash, but for how long? And can you see who's on the back outside? It's McEwen. McEwen fancying a piece of action into the first chicane. He's all tucked up behind the ash. Late breaks it onto the apex. Bish, bash and bosh. Drives past the scene of the crime where his first pain was felt in this race, and he's up to 4th place. So Liam on the move. JW still ahead of the ash. An Evil Dragon lurking, one would say. Lurking in the rear view mirrors of St. Dash at the moment. Warwick in 8th. Ghost of Leon is up into 9th with the original Jaunt in 10th. And Dre some 13 seconds behind, but he's just getting on with his own race. Sid leads by nearly 4.5 seconds. Groot in 2nd, ahead of Adam by 5.5 seconds. Adam is only 2 seconds ahead of the reigning champion McEwen, who wants a podium today. JW in an absolute battle royale. Well, no, he's not anymore. He's pulled away from the ash. And now Evil Dragon is the threat for St. Dash. And Warwick as well in the periphery. We're on lap 6 of 10 at the moment, fighting up and down the pack. One has to say, McEwen on the move. 1.7 seconds away from Adam. Remember, McEwen on those medium tyres. Everyone ahead of him are on the hards. Looks like some Evil Dragon went a bit wide there. He did. And that's let Warwick through. Warwick now up and into 7th place. And Evil Dragon struggling in the Weno. Must be finding that it's a bit of a tough drive there. Ghost of Leon 4 seconds behind him in the rocket car, with original Jaunt in 10th. And Dre just on programme. They're in 11th. Sid leads 4.2 seconds. Groot 5.6 on Adam. Now Adam has been caught by the pack. And what is it with those eBay cars? They just sort of fall off before the end of the race. It's crazy. We saw St. Dash solid 4th place for a good part of the first half of this race, and now he's just dropped down to 7th. And McEwen now closing up to Adam. Adam on those hard tyres. We've got JW as well, closing in as well. This is going to be tight as Adam sticks a wheel out there. McEwen has a look at the thin air on the inside of him, and he's through already, I'm sure of it. He is. Wow. Wasted no time. And but Adam has a plan. He's come back ahead. He's on the outside though. It's uncomfortable. And now we're trying to go 3 wide because they're crazy mofos. And down the straight then 3 wide with JW, McEwen and Adam. Adam now slipping in behind. He's trying to get a toe off of McEwen, I think, to put JW wrong third. Oh, McEwen gets the chicane wrong. I don't know if he got a nip, a bump, or if it just got it all wrong. But McEwen then takes a big bite of whoopsie and ends up behind all the guys he was racing. JW promotes himself up into a podium fighting position. Warwick as well getting past the reigning champion. Into the Parabolica on the inside, but McEwen's going to try and cling around the outside, and Adam has lost position as well. Adam down in 6th. So Warwick now up to 4th. The Pertec car's coming good late in the 2nd sprint race here at Monza, although McEwen still trying to push the matter of him being reigning champion, and should be up there. It is too wide into the chicane, and yes, McEwen comes out on top. Warwick might be left out to dry for the eBay car. No, Warwick getting himself in a solid 5th place there ahead. I thought Adam was going to jump him as well in that chicane, but he's done very well to keep him behind. Evil Dragon in the battle as well in 7th, and the Dash is in 8th. Out in the lead, Sid, hello, how you doing? Just wanted to check in. 6 seconds in the lead. Groot in second, 7.8 seconds ahead of this battle here. JW in third, McEwen in fourth, Wadwick in fifth. We've got Adam in sixth, being pursued by Evil Dragon there in seventh. Then we've got Dash in eighth. Then we've got Original Jaunt in ninth, Ghost of Leon in 10th, and don't forget about Dre in 11th. Right, there was movement, I'm sure there was. Adam looking to get a move done, it seems, on Evil Dragon. We're on lap 8 of 10. And yeah, Adam going for a brave racing line around the outside of the Dragon there, but it didn't work for him, and it's left him a little bit open to STD Ash behind him, his teammate, looking to get the move done on him. As we see Evil Dragon getting the move done on Wadwick up ahead. I got in the wrong car again, ladies and gents. I do apologise. So Sid leads from Groot and JW in third. And after that first race from JW, you really wouldn't think that he was going to be in for a podium run in the next race, would you? So I bet him, man. Could have got some good money out of that one. I was just looking at the messenger. Yeah, I think he left because he thought everyone was driving a little too rough. Sid out in the lead at the moment with Groot in second, JW in third, McEwen. I mean, it's down to them. Rubbin's racing, but how much Rubbin is racing? That's the question, I suppose. And McEwen trying to get the move done on JW. We've seen a few bangs and knocks this evening, it has to be said. I don't think any of it was out. It's just close racing, ladies and gents, and that's sometimes what happens. So I don't think it's been too bad, but I'm not the one to judge that. Evil Dragon in fifth place. He's done well for himself. Got himself ahead of Wadwick and Adam. Adam slipped down the order a lot with his teammate St. Dash. These two running third and fourth for the longest time at the beginning of this race. And we're on the penultimate lap now, and St. Dash going for a move on his teammate. Oh no, McEwen up there with the podium sitter JW, and he's trying to take the JW dreams away, but he went out really wide there on the dirty bit of the track. I can't imagine he's going to get a better drive than JW down here. But JW in for a absolute nightmare of a final lap, trying to fend off the champion, who is now just slightly ahead of him going into the braking zone. But JW has the inside. Oh, McEwen all over the curbs. And will he have to give that spot back? He was off the road, you'd have to say. So McEwen emulating life there with the Leclerc move. And JW fourth at the moment, trying to keep the Evil Dragon behind, and his teammate Wadwick's in that mix as well. And McEwen again into the chicane, and it's tight stuff as they come through. And McEwen still holding on to that third. Evil Dragon's trying to get the move done on JW. JW is fighting on all fronts here, and JW's lost the car altogether. Oh no, for JW. What an absolute nightmare. Sid brings it up towards, he's coming towards the parabolic. He's got the fastest lap. He has absolutely trounced today. He has slapped, ladies and gentlemen, as he heads towards the parabolica. Groot in second with McEwen there in third. Evil Dragon up to fourth with Wadwick in fifth. Dash closing in on Wadwick on this final lap. JW in seventh ahead of Adam in eighth. And it's Sid then comes out of the parabolica and he takes the second win of the day. Groot second. 1 win, 1 second place. So Groot obviously third in the next race, are we saying? So Groot comes across the line for second place. Great haul of points for Groot today, with McEwen, the reigning champion, and Groot's teammate in the Redstone car coming home, finishing off the podium. Evil Dragon grabbing fourth ahead of Wadwick in fifth. Dash grabbed sixth, with JW in seventh. Your heart has got to go out to him. Eighth for Adam. Ghost of Leon, a bit of a better race this time around in ninth, with Original Jaunt in 10th. And don't forget about Dre in the chat then. Hey, we've got the Monk saying proper fast this, lads, from this league. And he says, great comms. Oh, thank you. Ooh, sausage. And F me, what a battle, Brian Moncani saying. And Brian Moncani saying, ooh, the big one. Yes. And there we go then. Sid on the top spot, ladies and gentlemen. He's all in black, so we can't see how pert it is, but we can just imagine. So, well done. Well done to Sid. That was a great victory. Absolutely solid. You could see that coming in race 1, couldn't you? When he was on the hard tyres in third. So let me grab a replay. Hooli Magooly, who's got to go through that? What poor steward has got to go through all of that, eh? Someone's going to be sat there for a long time this evening, picking out every incident and event. Sid then takes that glorious win. No one needs to look at Sid because no one was near him. 11-second lead in a 10-lap race. He was over a second a lap. Faster than the rest of the field. That was great stuff from him. Groot in second. McEwen rounding out that podium. What an adventure for McEwen, going off on the first lap at the hands of one of the eBay drivers, we'd say. And I don't think it was on purpose. I just think there was no room, and the eBay car arrived, and the gap closed, and McEwen paid the price. He was collateral damage in the fight. Evil Dragon having a quiet race at the rear derriere. We thought there was nothing going for Evil Dragon, but all of the last lap shenanigans and second to last lap shenanigans really brought him into play, and he got him some good points there for fourth. Wadwick in fifth, with the Dash in sixth, and JW, man alive, he must be inconsolable. You got to feel for him. What a drive. He had an absolute blast of a drive. The defensive driving he had to put up with to keep him behind was amazing. He didn't really do anything wrong, and even that spin, it was just like a wheel out a little wide, and that was it. It was good night. Oof, his heart must have been absolutely racing during that race. 7th place for JW. Adam in 8th, with Ghost of Leon in 9th. Original Jaunt comes home in 10th place. Dre in 11th, and E. Graham not happy. Not a happy chappy indeed, and he's going to get sloshed instead of racing. So that's what's happened there. A good 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you track side, and you also could get sloshed if you're not racing, like E. Graham. So Evil Dragon, good drive. But last race, we've got one more race to go. I think it's reverse grid. I don't remember who's used what tyres. I feel I did keep track of it for a while, and I just felt it just slows me down. So I don't think it really matters, and I don't think you guys care. So we just trek on as our usual selves. In the chat then, Vodka Rob saying, I'm still waiting for my burger. Man, that's going to be a cold burger. 6 minutes, how long it says for my food as well. I know we did it once. I've never done it again. We did it with Mackie D's, and yeah, it was like 20-30 minutes before we even got it, and it was bone cold, because you can keep track of them as well, whoever it is that did our delivery or whoever we used. And we saw they were driving all the way around and stopping at all these places, but we must have been the last drop off for them. And the food was bone cold, and I think my son did it. He got the app because I said I'm not doing it, and yeah, I think he claimed money back, and it's like weird because I think McDonald's refunded the money. They were like, yeah, no, that's fair enough. but I think Deliveroo wouldn't. So I think Deliveroo, we had to pay the fee for it to be delivered, which is the reason it was cold. And McDonald's were the ones that lost out on the money, and they didn't do anything wrong. So that goes to show how fair life is, girls and boys. That McDonald's, they cut their losses because they want to keep their customers happy, and Deliveroo were like, sod you, we don't care if you don't use us ever again. And you know what? I never have. And Bob Crop saying BK is a bit of a trek from my house, and Bob Crop saying Mackey's has two closer. And they've got that. I want to try that. They've put bacon in the quarter pounder with cheese, haven't they? I want to try that. I do love a quarter pounder with cheese. Slap a bit of bacon in there, and it's a winner chicken dinner. Do you want to look at another car? Oh, the sun's starting to set. It's very pretty. Is that it? It was only Evil Dragon on the track. Wow. Evil Dragon with the whole track to himself, ladies and gents. As everybody else on a comfort break. Or getting a hit of meth. Something, I don't know, whatever gets you by. Ooh, there's a lot of chat. Do you know what? I couldn't read it out to you anyway. It's not a very politically correct chat at the best of times. But I'm going to have a read anyway. If you hear me chortling and you know something good and juicy got put down. They're all complaining about the driving standards. Someone says E. Graham for driver of the day for being smart enough to quit. Yeah, no one seems to be. It looks like the stewards are going to be very busy. Sorry, So yeah, they're someone's going to be busy picking through that battle, that replay. Volkrov saying, I didn't like that QP. Oh, quarter pounder, was it not nice? I don't like that processed bacon though. Oh, I don't care, man. As long as it's really frazzled, it's the business. So yeah, I don't know if they're having an emergency meeting in the pits or something. 20 past is when it's kicking off again, so it's imminent, ladies and gentlemen. Imminently, they are going to be racing. Oh, there is a couple more people on the track. Dre wasn't involved in anything, was he? He had a nightmare in race 2. And Original John didn't see much other traffic as well. They're both on the mediums. All three on track at the moment are on the medium tyre. It looks like everyone except for Wadwick may have used their hard tyre. They're all on so Paul Wadwick's in for a bit of a painful race. Someone practicing their start there. Original Jaunt. And it's just about to start, ladies and gentlemen, for one final time in this stream today. 10 laps of Monza in the Renault Megane. And it's as much as they're struggling with the driving of standards, it's been an absolute great watch for me anyway. I've enjoyed it. I like a bit of elbows out, hustle, tussle, bustle. So, someone's in reverse. Dre, yeah, there you go. And Dre, he's not going to want to make that same mistake as he did in the first race. I don't want to curse him. Don't move a muscle until the lights go out, which is now. Go on, now, go! He went the opposite way. He waited a second or two. Still not bad, though. He's up against the Original Jaunt. The Original Jaunt there. It's a drag race down to the first chicane, and Original Jaunt has that inside line, but Dre gets around. It's a teammate situation here. Papaya rules, boys, papaya rules. And Original Jaunt just gets his nose ahead of the Dre. Adam in third, and he'll be looking for a win today after that first race as well. JW is fourth with the Dragon in fifth. In fourth, as JW trying to make amends for that race before. He wants something out of this as they get into the heavy braking zone, and Original John still leads from the Dre. Teamwork makes the dream work here for you guys. No, Dre's gone ahead, and they've got to defend from the eBay Challenger. And there's someone out wide there. It looks like one of the Pertec boys, as Adam then goes for the attack on the leaders, Dre and Original John, the two teammates, and they have got to put up an iron wall. So Adam cannot invade their chances of the win today. Adam is through. Adam already up and through, but no, he's gone a little wide out of the corner. He's sticking his foot in there though, and now he's very wide onto the gravel, and he's lost a couple of positions there. So Dre leads. The Original Jaunt in second place. We've got Evil Dragon in third ahead of JW. No, Groot. No, it's JW. No, it's Groot. Groot there, maintaining third. Sorry, he was flicking around a bit. Evil, they're crazy. It's crazy racing, ladies and gentlemen. How do they not expect there to be contact? It's four wide coming down the straight, and they're all absolutely jostling. They've been eating too many candies, ladies and gents. Too many sweets on trick or treat night, beggars night, and yeah, they're all hyped up on some sort of sugar, ladies and gents. I'm sure of it. Dre at the moment steadying the ship, leading the way against his teammate Original Jaunt, who's sticking close to his six. Then we have Groot rising to the top. Monza is his track, ladies and gentlemen. Choice. And Evil Dragon there in fourth. We've got Adam in fifth in the eBay car, with McEwen in sixth. Oh no, is that Dre off wide? An eBay car as well going through the chicane. Was that Adam? He had a billboard in front of him. It could have also been Dash, because he's down there also. And Ghost of Leon is his third race, going as well as his first race, it seems. Dre still leads from Original Jaunt. Then we got the Groot and Evil Dragon duking it out. Then we McEwen, the waning world champion. Waning world champion coming through. Groot again, unstoppable at Monza. Absolutely owned it up and into second place against the American. And he's teaching him some English rules of the racing there, of getting a good slipstream though. Original John, the king of the toe, knows he can get up the inside of Groot now, can he? And no, Groot holds his ground, ladies and gentlemen, but he's out wide, doesn't count. Original John now is under pressure from the Dragon. It's the Dragon's turn to go on the attack, and now we have a train of Groot, Original Jaunt and Evil Dragon all racing down to the first chicane, not quite three wide. Evil Dragon hanging back to see what happens here. Redstone car just ahead of the Original John. The Original John having a bit of a squirrel, trying to get onto his accelerator to get out of the corner, and Evil Dragon not being able to get on top of that. McEwen, the reigning world champion, in fifth, with Sid in sixth. We've got JW in seventh. We've got the Dash in eighth. We've got Warwick in ninth. We've got Adam in 10th, and the Ghost of Leon. He's still with the pack. It's not that bad. I thought he was really out on his own, but he's with Adam, so he's got company. And misery loves company, you know what I'm saying? So Groot already in the lead. He's got past Dre as well. He's unstoppable here at Monza. This is going to be good for his championship. Dre then has reevaluated what he wants from this race, and second place it seems will do. Evil Dragon in third ahead of McEwen. Evil Dragon and the Original John slipping down into fifth place. Oh, Mama Lucia, what happened there? But the reigning world champion either got absolutely T-boned into the Shadow Realm, or he just did not brake at all. And I'm not sure which one it was. So, group leads with Dre in second, Evil Dragon in third. Then we've got the original Jaunt in fourth, Sid in fifth, who's been very strong here like Groot. And Sid wanting to implicate himself in this race. JW, who had a very strong second race here, not so much on the hard tyres, didn't figure much, but he'll be looking for some sort of retribution from this race after wowzers. It was just, he was flying high, ladies and gents, and then he was spinning around, and it was hard to adjust to. Evil Dragon then gets the move done on Dre. Original John having to defend from the Ginsters driver. The Ginsters driver trying to come on strong. JW in 6th place with the Dash in 7th. We got Warwick in 8th with McEwen in 9th. Then Adam in 10th and the Ghost of Leon slipping back in 11th. I'm sure, did we have one driver on hard tyres? I'm not sure. Group leads. Evil Dragon cannot shake off the Dre. It looked like the Dre was going to another dimension. He did. As he come out of the chicane, he looked like he was pointing a little bit awkwardly. And yeah, he flew off to the sidelines there. But luckily, Sid had his hands full with the original Jaunt. So Dre got away with it. Looked like someone was off the road down here. JW closing in on this battle here with the original Jaunt. And Sid, I know it's SCLD, but I'm not saying that every time. So Sid under a lot of pressure from the original Jaunt. Someone's off. A huge one for Dre. Oh no, Dre. Has he gone? Oh, cheeky sod. So Dre then, all by himself. He can't blame anyone. Everything looks good at the moment. What the hell? No, it's not picked it up because he left. Cheers, Dre. You really ruined my replay. So Groot then in first, Evil Dragon in second, and the original Jaunt now and into third place with Sid in fourth, and JW getting another opportunity of a podium, possibly. Warwick getting the move done on St. Dash, but St. Dash getting a better drive out of the chicane, going up against Warwick, but Warwick stands firm, ladies and gents. Warwick standing firm there, and JW, his teammate, up there fighting for a podium position against the original Jaunt, and Sid in the Ginsters. Evil Dragon getting some good points here in lieu of his teammate not being around, and the team need it. Groot in first. Hey, Candu's in the chat, joining us in the chat. Hello, Thingy, from the other side of the pond, Candu. Nice close racing there is. There is in full throttle racing. These guys have raced each other for a very long time, though, so I think they know each other really well. Judging by the banter in their messenger, yeah, they seem to know each other very well and get away with a lot, which is great. So Dash under a lot of pressure from Warwick. I think the only reason we're seeing a lot of clashes and bangs is because they've recently updated their car from the Mazda Atenza, which they've always used, to the little Renault. They wanted it to look like a bit of a hot hatch during the next generation British touring car seasons. But I think they're still getting a handle on the car, if you get what I'm saying. Groot's got a handle on the car. This is going to be his second win today. 2 seconds lead going into lap 6. And it's been no issue for Groot whatsoever. Is he going to take the championship off his teammate? Evil Dragon in second, Sid in third, rising to the top. Original Jaunt now in fourth, with JW all up and in his business. JW going for a late break on the original Jaunt. As Jaunt got the drive out in the Millet Miltech, sorry. Renault. No, so JW there now on the attack of the Sid, but Sid's fastest man on the track at the moment, and he's going to be a tough character to beat. The Dash in 6th, looking for good points ahead of Wadwick in 7th. McEwen in 8th place. McEwen having an up and down rounds here at Monza. Adam as well, showing great pace, but he never got on that top step, which we expected from one of those races. He was absolutely flying. Groot at the moment, though, already a winner here. Looking very strong for a second win. Where's the racing, ladies and gents? It's here in JW against the original Jaunt. I think JW had already got ahead of him, so it looks like the original Jaunt got back ahead of JW. Now JW, oh, he may not have. JW trying a bold one, not quite enough road there for him, and the original Jaunt stays ahead of JW. So JW, he's still got 4 laps to do this. There is still time to go on the attack. McEwen down in 7th at the moment. He's chasing down the Dash. Did a 59.6 last time around. Dash 59.8. So yeah, that's going to be a big struggle if Liam wants to catch those guys up. Wadwick ahead of Adam. It's still quite tight down here, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a chance anything can happen. Goes to Leon in 10th. Oh yeah, we lost Dre. Oh, Dre. Groot then in first, 3 seconds, sorry, ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon looks to be getting caught. 58.9 last time around from the Dragon, and 58.8, yeah. So Evil Dragon under pressure from the Sid, who won the second race, didn't he? So definitely track advantage here for Groot and Sid. They are at home around this track. They really do feel quite comfortable here. And Sid then closing in on Dragon. How can Dragon resist for the next 3 laps against the onslaught of Sid? He's really pushing the matter. Original John, great drive for him, 4th place. Being chased by JW. JW slipping back a little bit this lap as the original John goes full on in the Dash in 6th ahead of Liam. Liam at 59.6 last time around. I think we knew that. He's gaining, but probably not quite enough, but it's only half a second. And as we go into the parabolic, it does look like McEwen is on a big push here. Adam just behind them. He's being pursued by Wadwick. And is this it? Because Dash looked like a little wide coming out of the parabolica there. And McEwen doing his fastest lap so far. It can't have been a 2:02. It wasn't. 58.8 against the 59.5. He really is closing in now with the toe into the braking zone. And St. Dash stays ahead. But McEwen gets a lovely drive through the chicane and further back. Wadwick and Adam. It looked like Adam having a bit of a shaky moment mid-corner, giving Wadwick a good chance of closing in, as did the Dash for McEwen. These eBay cars, they when it goes wrong, they like to go wrong together, don't they? So Sid is up ahead of the Dragon. Sorry, I missed it. 58.4 last time around for Sid, and he's less than a second away from the group. He wants to win. It's a showdown, ladies and gentlemen, from the 2 winners previously of this event, and they're starting to mount up for a showdown of King of the Temple of Speed. who is the emperor of the temple of speed. Vodka Rob saying, it's been a while since I ordered a Whopper, and for some reason I thought it was single burger, so I added one. So it's going to be in a triple. My word. That's going to be a gutbuster, my friend. A gutbuster indeed. So the group then out there in the lead, but Sid closing in rapidly, absolutely rapidly, with the Dragon just around the corner. Original John holding on to that fourth ahead of JW. The dash in 6. Adam ahead of McEwen. Something went wrong for McEwen. Adam has got back ahead. And Warwick then in, he's only 7/10 away. We are very close to the end of this race, and the racing is not done yet by a long shot. The top three very close together. Original John holding on to fourth, but JW has an opinion about who should finish in fourth. The dash in 6th with Adam in 7th, but now McEwen going for the move in the chicane, and he's climbing all over the Adam, and he's through. Unbelievable stuff from the dash there, from McEwen there, ahead of Adam in that first chicane. The McEwen is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Adam in 8th, ahead of Warwick. Warwick just laying in wait, waiting for something to happen to bring him into this race. And the way McEwen and Adam are going about it, I think he's figuring he'll be back in there soon. The dash just staying ahead, hoping they slow each other down with their racing habits. Sid's in the lead. My word, sorry. Sid's in the lead. Group's in 2nd. I don't even think that is going to help us. No, he's already there. Sorry, gang. My word. That didn't take long at all. I thought I had a bit of time. Groot struggling with the Dragon. The Dragon closing in on Groot. Is Groot... is he being hampered by something? He's dropped into the 2 minutes. And Sid then, although Groot's getting a tow now, coming back at the Sid side by side, and Groot propels himself back into the lead, and Evil Dragon's trying to keep hold of that tow to put Sid back into 3rd, and he does. Evil Dragon, excuse me, gets himself up and in. No, he doesn't. Sid's side by side with him. Coming down onto the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Look how close the leaders are. Groot trying a bit of an early break for this one. He wants to get in nice and smooth. Evil Dragon wants to get a purchase on that lead as the Groot and Evil Dragon enter together. And only one man can leave. And it's the Dragon, ladies and gentlemen. Hiya! Take that, Groot. And Sid sneaks one in as well as Groot slips down to 3rd. Original John still ahead of JW. McEwen has got himself ahead of the 2nd eBay car. St. Dash under fire from his teammate Adam at the moment, as Warwick is still there waiting to see what's going to happen. And there we go, Sid in the lead. Evil Dragon now is in 2nd. We missed that again. I'm not going back. So yeah, Sid, it's a battle and a royale out there in the lead there. Sid managing to get the position back from Evil Dragon. And he's pulling away. He's pulling away. He doesn't want to be involved in this. He's going to leave Evil Dragon and Groot behind to fight over 2nd and 3rd. Original John keeping that nice distance, and Evil Dragon staying out wide here. He doesn't want to give... Oh, no. I didn't think he wanted to give Groot the toe, but to me it looks like he kind of give up position there to the Groot. And Sid then, all he's got is one absolutely legendary corner to do, and the win is his, and that'll be 2 from 3 from the Sid. I'm sure it is. Did he win the 2nd race? Easily won the 2nd race. So Sid then, 2 races in a row as well in succession. Great points for the Ginsters team. Congratulations to Sid. What a drive. Groot in 2nd. Evil Dragon comes home in 3rd. Original John in 4th. 5th for JW. Liam McEwen in 6th place, ahead of STD Ash, who finishes just ahead of his teammate Adam. Warwick comes home in 9th. And Ghost of Leon, again, having better days. And he was doing good lap times there. I don't know how he's ended up 40 seconds behind, unless it's this lap that it's happened. It must have been this lap. Who knows? But yeah, Ghost of Leon, not a big fan of the Temple of Speed, I'd gather. And Vodka Rob saying it was bloody lovely. That was his whopper, ladies and gentlemen. The saga of Vodka Rob's food. We got two for, didn't we? We got the Full Throttle NexGen Touring Cars Revival rounds 4, 5 and 6. And Vodka Rob's Friday evening meal. So we are blessed. Blessed are we. And there we go. Sid, all in black. He thinks he's hiding it from us, but we've got imaginations. We know what we're looking at. Great drive from SCLD. Well done, Bird. Right, grab that replay before they close any kind of lobbies down. They don't. They're usually pretty good, these guys. So there you are, standings for round 6, ladies and gentlemen, with Sid taking 2 from the 3 here at the Temple of Speed. He is the Emperor of the Temple of Speed. Well done. Groot in second. What a tight battle, with Evil Dragon finishing off the podium. The original Jaunt, a great race there for 4th place, with JW chasing him all the way for 5th. McEwen coming home in 6th, with the Dash in 7th. 8th for Adam. Warwick in 9th. Ghost of Leon in 10th. And the Dre just couldn't make it to the end. And we lost him mid-race. So, that, again, ladies and gentlemen, another banger from the Full Throttle Racing. God bless their stewards, who's now got to go through all those replays and deal with all of those complaints. But I just think it's down to they've started a new season with a different car, and there's just a bit of an adjustment to it. They've got to get used to it. This track is never great, is it? Everyone always arrives at the chicanes at the same time, so there's always an element of banging in the corners. The way the corners are, you're kind of on the brink. So if someone does slide out wide into you whilst you're mid corner, it's just going to make you absolutely drive off to the shadow realm. So nature of the track, new car. I don't think anyone was purposely being an arse out there. It wasn't a daily race by any stretch of the imagination. I just think the heat of the moment. I think these guys let the dust settle a little bit. Don't be rash. Don't do anything too hasty. I always think give it 24 hours. I don't think people should be allowed to, for these racing leagues that have people that like tickets, you put a ticket in, I think you should have to wait 24 hours before you put the ticket in, because then it gives you time to reflect on it. Because, the next day it's never as bad. It's never as bad. But I know these leagues, they want to get on with the stewarding so they can get the tables up, and it's all time sensitive. But they should just do provisional tables. Just do a provisional table on the results, and then if there is something stewarding, they can always adjust the table. More work, I suppose. That's why I don't run a league. Vodka Rob saying, cheers thingy, great entertainment as always. Well, that thank you should be directed to Full Throttle Racing and their pilots. They gave a great one. It was a blast. A great fun at Autodromo Nazionale Monza, the Temple of Speed. Always delivers, ladies and gentlemen. The Renaults were fun, and the Full Throttle Racing pilots were on form. A huge thanks to the admins of the Full Throttle Racing for all this organisation, for bringing us these races. It takes a village to do this, ladies and gents. Thank you to our pilots, our pro sim racers that turn up week in and week out and deliver on some great racing. And a huge thank you to you guys, especially you guys in the chat that get involved. Can Do, Vodka Rob, we had Ashley and the Monk made an appearance. A huge thank you to you guys. It makes it a lot easier say here when I know I'm not talking to myself like I do most of the time. So it's very, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate anyone else who watches after the video and anything extra that YouTube want you to do, but I couldn't give a stuff if you subscribed or liked. Doesn't make a jot of difference to me, but YouTube like it, so if you want to do it, if you don't, it's fine. That's Thingamajig Racing Channel for you anyway. And yeah, it's the weekend, and I have a stockpile of replays to bring you. So I have got a busy weekend, no F1, no ice hockey matches, so I should be able to get a good number done. Thank you for joining me here with the Full Throttle Racing. I'll see you next time. Tooroo, peace and love. Peace and love.